Hello and welcome everyone. I am Vishal and you are watching the Coding Corner. In this video, we are going to see the HTML boilerplate and its elements in detail. Now, if you are new to this channel and wish to start fresh with the front-end web development tutorial, you can access the whole playlist from the little icon right here at the upper right corner. Let's get started. Now, you might wonder what is boilerplate. Well, it is nothing but a sophisticated term used for the HTML template. It is present in almost all the code editors as a shortcut. It basically gives you a ready-to-go template in which you can just start writing your code right away. It has various elements such as the doc type, the head tag and the body tag. You might have seen in the previous video that doc type is used to declare the file type as HTML5. In the head tag, we'll see meta tag, title tag and link tag. Well, meta tags are used for entering the keywords for search engine optimization, the description of your web page, and much more things which we might cover in the advanced section. The title, as you have seen in the previous video, we can give the title of your web page as we want. The link tag, well, these link tags are used to link the external style sheets or any fonts that you might love to include in your web page. In the body tag, we'll cover various heading types, a paragraph, and well, we are limiting this video till the paragraph itself so that it's not an overdose for you. Alright, let's get started. So I have my VS Code open here, and as I type in HTML, you might see these three options. Well, if you select the first option, it will just autocomplete the HTML tag for you. We do not want this. So we'll type in HTML and select the option which has a number 5 in it. So as you can see, the basic template is in front of you. It specifies the character set as UTF-8. Well, this is universally followed as an encoding method for all of the file types. Next, in the meta tag, we can see here the viewport. Well, why do we use viewport? Whenever your web page loads on any device, it has to be synchronized with the width of the device, and the initial scale must be set to 1 so that it arranges all the content of your web page according to that device. Coming to the title, VS Code gives you document as its default title. You can change it as your wish. And coming to the body part, we'll see some headings. Starting with the H1, it is the heaviest heading available in HTML. Next is H2. H2 is lighter than H1, and we have up to H6. So I'll just type in quickly. Well, you might now wonder that I just typed in a tag name and just did something and it came like this. Don't worry, that's an easy shortcut. You can just do one thing. Just type in the tag name and hit tab so that it completes for you. These are some basic shortcuts which will help you when coding some complex web pages. Alright, these are some of the basic headings right from the H1 till H6. As the number goes on increasing, the weight of the headings goes on decreasing. Next up, paragraph. Well, there is another shortcut for generating random paragraphs, and that is LOREM, and hit tab. Well, you might wonder what is this? Well, lorem ipsum is, you can say, a combination of some words which makes up a random paragraph so that you can just test your web page, and you can just look at how your web page looks when the text is embedded into it. So I'll just go and save this file. I'll just go into my desktop and open this. Well, for your information, I had saved this as boilerplate.html in my desktop. So I'll just double click so that it opens, and I'll just zoom in so that you can see it properly. So as I mentioned, there are 6 types of headings, and as you can see, this is the heaviest, this is less heavier, this one is less heavier, this is lighter, this is lighter, and this is the lightest. And you can see here that the paragraph appears, and you can just see how the text is looking in your web page. This is very much beneficial when you are including some fonts in your web page, so that you can just test out those fonts by generating some random text. Alright, so this is it for the day. I hope you might have understood all the topics that were covered in this video, and if you have any doubts, you can just leave a DM on our Instagram handle or on our new Discord server. If you have any suggestions, you can write one in the comment section below. And a big thank you to all of you for listening to me so patiently. I just hope that you might just keep supporting us by sharing it with your friends so that they can even learn a new skill. Alright, till then, stay tuned. Happy coding.